Oh, hi YouTubers. It is 5 in the morning, and this is Bandor45 with a TerraFirmaCraft Let's Play Episode 5 using build 77.21. Welcome to my Let's Play series. Let's see. It is daylight now. But again, it's raining. It's like, is this the rainy season? April showers bring May flowers. Alright. We'll put up with it. Not that I really care to have more flowers around. I think this stuff is dry, or has been dry. I don't know if rain affects it. But it looks like it's a working thing. That gives me 24 bricks, which I can do that with, and each one gives me two. So I get 12 blocks. So I think we used 13 blocks of sand, 13 blocks of clay, 13 blocks of straw. Not blocks, clumps of straw. So clay, sand, and straw. 13 gave us an odd amount of the wet adobe. So we have 2 left wet adobe. But we had enough. It takes 4 to lay one of those down. So we had 26 total, and we used 24 to lay that down, and we end up with 12 blocks, which is not bad. It basically means you get a block for every sand, clay, and piece of straw that you put together. And it's semi-sturdy. It will defy gravity. Oops. One of those again, computer sampling the right mouse button too fast. I should go into my mouse settings and see if there's a setting for that. So you can break it by hand. It takes a while. And actually, some people have said that you can't do anything with stone until you have a metal pickaxe. I wonder if an axe will do this. No. So this is acting sort of like stone. But some have said that you can't do anything with stone with until you have a metal pickaxe, and that's not entirely true. Go over here. Copper. More copper. Woohoo. Not that we need more copper now. We got a full mine. Alright. So, stone. You can punch stone, as I will demonstrate. See little cracks developing? It takes a long time. It's like at least a minute per block, and you don't get any resulting material from it. But you can do this with natural stone, you can do this with smooth stone, you can do this with cobble. It is possible. But not real practical. Actually, no, I don't have the chisel made. What I am doing here is I am about to harvest some natural stone. There isn't any enchantment of weapon to make it a silk touch so that you can get the natural stone, and you can't put cobblestone into a furnace because there is no such thing as a furnace to sort of bake it into this. So what you have to do is remove all faces, any connecting face. So I've already got, there's nothing on connected to the top face, there's nothing connected to any of the 4 side faces. and if I dig out the bottom of it, it pops loose. So this is how you get natural stone in TerraFirmaCraft. It's a little bit more, it's almost like a mini game. You have to think and plan and figure out. It's not hard thinking, but so today I think I need to get firewood figured out. I've started to separate some things out. Common use items, collection of stuff that I'm not likely to use yet. Just to kind of separate my junk. Alright. So, wood. Wow. When you do commentary, the day gets away on you. Sitting there talking and explaining stuff, which is good because I'm sure some of you who might be watching this the first time, this game the first time, and finding it interesting, appreciate having things explained. And I'm just now thinking I should have brought a sickle out here. Not sickle, scythe. Damn it. I watched too many YouTube videos of people getting that wrong and being stuck on getting it wrong, and now I am. But it wouldn't hurt to get more sticks. Not that I have a high demand for sticks right now. I've got a little bit of surplus. But also the saplings. You can, oh, and I really should plant the willows. The problem is I want to plant the willows pretty much where I planted all these elms. And I don't want to restart whatever timer is based on, the saplings are based on before they grow, to pop those up. I'd rather have the wood sooner. And we do, it's not a full stack. It is now. So this one was willow, elm, 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 and that one's full. Good. We have 3 stacks. I'm not as bad off on wood as I thought. Alright. Get a drinky. Come on. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I got this natural stone, and so I want to do something with it that will be useful. Here too. All right. I got that for a reason, not just to show you. Let's do one here too, since I got one. No sense using up an inventory space in the chest for one block that I can easily go get. Alright. With that, make some hammers. It's hammer time. Da-na-na-na. Alright. Never mind. I probably just did something that kind of displays my age range to all you young'uns. And while I am really not a fan of that style of music, the time when he was active and quote-unquote popular, you couldn't get away from hearing him. There was no way to be listening to radio, pretty much. and not become somewhat familiar with MC Hammer. MTV he was big on. Anyway. Alright, I got hammerheads. So, with hammers, since I told you this is igneous rock, it can make a stone anvil. And what I did right there, right-clicking with the hammer, makes it a stone hammer. And that's the way to test to see if the rock that's in your area is anvil material. And then once you've made it, you pop a hammer in. If you don't, you do that, and then you go do something else. You walk away, you come back, click with it, something else. Actually, it still opens, but it pops away. So once you make the interface and then open the interface and go away, it pops away. So to make it to stay as an anvil, you put a hammer in its hammer slot. Oops. And that would be that right there. So this anvil interface is common to all anvils, not just stone anvils. But this is where the hammer goes. This is where flux goes for when you want to do a weld. For a weld, you need 2 ingots of the same type at the suitable temperature for that type of ingot. Here, and that suitable temperature is like just under melting. It just solidified while it cooled. You go too far down, and it's still workable as something you can make tools from. For while it's a little bit cooler, but the welding temperature range is at the top end before it melts. And you get 2 there, you hit the weld button, and you end up with your double ingot here, or your double sheet if you're doing sheets. And then this is where your rules are displayed when you are doing a plan. We'll get to plans later. That's what I needed a feather for. But anyway, that's kind of the interface, and these are the buttons for doing the things. The rules are basically, it says what your last 3 hits need to be. And some of them, the rules might say, the third from last can be any hit, or any type of thing. So you got this shrink, upset, bend, punch. These move the green bar to the right, and the red ones move the green bar to the left. And the goal is, when you have a plan in here, this thing gets set somewhere, and the goal is to get the green thing lined up with the red like it is now. And if it's perfectly lined up like it is now, you'll have a perfect, no durability damage tool head, or armor, or whatever resulting from your project. If the further away it gets from that, the more damage it seems to be that it starts out with. But I've never really seen a tool head start with something. Well, I've seen them this bad, but I don't think I've seen them this bad. As far as durability loss goes. But I don't think I've really done much where I made it and it was like at the extreme edge. So I don't know, maybe it could be as bad as that. Anyway, more on that later when we can actually do something with it. Put that hammer in there too. But the main reason why I want a whole bunch of anvils around here is that when I melt copper into ingots, it starts out white, brilliant white. Like that's super, super hot and liquid, and it takes a long time to cool down to where it solidifies. Well, a fair bit. But if you want it to be molten, you don't want it to cool down. And anvils, when you're in the anvil, these 2 spots and this spot is where you would put the ingot, and the plan goes here if you were to work it. But this spot also, so 1, 2, 3, you can put ingots in the mold still, and so it's still liquid, and the temperature will no longer change. It keeps the temperature. So I can store 12 ingots and have it keep temperature. So good to know, huh? I think also that the vessel that you could put ingots in the vessel and then store the vessel in a chest, and that will keep temperature. I'm not sure on that. I haven't personally tested it. I've seen somebody showing on YouTube where they showed the temperature on it and then they pulled it out later and it still is the same, so I think it works. Well, I hate rainstorms, especially when the Endermen are about, because it's a good way to end up with an Enderman in my house and me accidentally looking him in the face. I suppose if that were to happen, the best thing would be to run out in the rain. But at nighttime, that can be dangerous too. Let's see. The day got away on me. I did accomplish a little bit. I still don't have a bed. I need to remedy that. So I'm gonna look in that direction to see if sheep spawned when it gets daylight. Let's see. Hour 1. Because that's where I've found sheep before, is off that way. Other times I've played this seed, and like I said before, I've never played this seed beyond really beyond the beginnings of the Bronze Age. I didn't make any bronze tools. I just had copper tools, and I made a copper anvil in order to make a bronze anvil. And then the copper anvil was just going to serve as a temperature keeper, and I was going to use the bronze one for a while. And that was on a server, but then I decided to update the build that I was using, and I didn't think that my world would transfer across on that build. And actually, that server that I got that far on, I was running a multiplayer server in my house just for me and for when my nephew came over, and also so that it was easy to have time pass when I wasn't in the game if I wanted to, so that crops could grow and fruit trees would mature, etc. There are fruit trees around. They're few and far between, so I haven't really come across any in recent runs of single player on this seed. On the server, I would sometimes go into creative mode and fly around, and when I did that, I came across fruit trees, but they were like at the tops of these really tall tower-like mountains, and just in weird places, and it'll be a project to go hunt for them specifically. 2 more hours. Wow. This is going to develop my conversationalist, not really conversationalist abilities, because it's not a conversation unless it's two-way, right? But to ramble, yeah. I'll get better at rambling. Who needs that? Let's see, what... I'm going to make some tool improvements going on here. So let's get an axe, let's get another shovel. Oh, I could be melting stuff. No, I'm not going to do that yet. If I start a melting job, then I'm not going to go want to go traipsing off and leave it and have it cool down on me. So I'll do that when I get back. Native copper. Pop that up into there. This I should still organize a little bit, but no worries. An axe. Seems like everybody has their preferred orientation for making these. This is mine. I've seen other people that always do it, the mirror image. We got knives. How are we doing on straw? We got some straw. Wouldn't hurt to grab more, but I don't think I need to grab enough that I need more knives for now. And we do need a shovel. So you did see me do a repair. I can't remember if I told you this is possible or not. That's a bummer. I didn't mean to do another, but we'll make another shovel. tools. 1, 2, 3. And alright. Sticks I don't normally need to keep up in my inventory. And I don't need to necessarily carry around dirt. If I come across more sand in my travels, I could get more sand and make more of this adobe brick. I think that'd be kind of a cool look for an outside, you know, second home instead of a hole in the ground. Alright, time 6, and we will set out with sword in hand. Over here. I will need to probably do some digging. This is also where there's a lot of sycamore trees, which we don't see down in our valley here. And I know I gotta do this to finish the step down. Makes it easier. A deer, a deer. Alright. So, these are sycamore trees. I like them because they have a pretty cool kind of orangish wood color. Oh, and by the way, texture pack, this is not default. This is a texture pack I downloaded. So you can search for that. I'll leave that for a moment, but you can also pause on that and see it and do a search for that if you were wanting to play this and wanted the same look and feel. Back to game. And in certain circumstances, the bark of this could be cool as a building material. I've seen it used nicely. I'm not a very good architect or designer of stuff, like interior designer, to make things look really neat, especially when you're, I mean, it's a little bit easier when you got, ooh, pigs. Oh, and there's a sheep. There's a sheep. Ooh. Oh, wait. Pig genders. Male. Look at me. Look at me. Did I bring grain? Yeah, I did. We can get them to look at me by getting the grain. Hey there, you're female. Hey there, you're male. Okay, well, we'll add to our pork count here in a second. You, breed. Sword. You. Let's kill you. We don't need extra males. Bum bum. Alright. Sheep. What do we got for sheep? Animal husbandry in this game. It takes it takes 3 game months for gestation, and then they pop out the little ones, and then it takes 3 months for the little ones to grow to adulthood. So the earlier you can start this, the better. And there was horns on that one, so that was a male, and this is a female. So we're good here for the breeding. If we can get this guy to come down here. Come here. See? 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 We're going to have you two make lovey-dovey. Alrighty. Put that away. And we can check to confirm by going to the female. Right-click, and now it says female pregnant. And we'll check the pig on the way back for the same thing. Now, I do not have to kill these guys to have my bed. And I don't need shears to be able to avoid that, because the knife works. This wool is different than vanilla, and we'll have to do something in order to make use of it for a bed. So it's not like we're going to sleep in a bed tonight, but soon. Very soon. Piggies. Where'd you go, piggies? Which one of you is females? Yeah, you're the female. You don't have tusks. And you're pregnant. Good. Confirmation is always good. Alright, that's it for here. Again, I didn't bring the scythe out. It's not a tool I carry with me all the time. It's a tool that I carry when I have the intent of, I don't know what that was I just picked up. I have no idea. Another bone? Alright, something to be aware of in this game. If you spawn in a seed, and you're playing this game, you spawn into a world, and you find these animals, and you find wolves in the proximity, kill the wolves or tame the wolves if you can't tame them, because they will kill these animals, and these animals don't, like, on their own respawn. They don't despawn and respawn. You are stuck with what you have, and until you take action to change it, or let the game world, take action to change it, and leaving the wolves to kill them off. I don't think wolves go after cows necessarily, but I've seen them kill pigs and I've seen them kill sheep. I don't know if I've seen them kill chickens, but I don't imagine why they couldn't. I've seen bears, and I don't know if bears are the same thing, if they would kill animals, and if they would, maybe they would kill the cows as well. But bears are out and about too. They're both kind of neutral to you. I've heard it said that if you stick around in the bear's territory for a while, that it will get angry at you and might become hostile. But I haven't seen that confirmed, and I haven't confirmed it myself. And actually, it's been quite a while since I've seen a bear in any seed that I've played. But I have seen them in recordings on YouTube. So daylight. We got stuff we want, and it's good stuff to have, and it's good stuff to not lose. So we have more meat. Daylight. I'm gonna go plant. Wrong one. Willows. Grab that. Take the knife out of here. Put this down there. Because we're gonna lose this daylight fairly quick here. And I wish these things would pop up, start growing, make the trees. I'm mostly doing this job with the scythe because I want to get what was I gonna say? I want to get more saplings for these trees. And you can never have too many sticks. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have, 4 stacks of torches, 4 stacks of sticks, and 4 stacks of ladders, and, things that use a lot of sticks pre-made and sitting around, so you don't have to worry about that resource. Man, I might be better off running out to where I know there's willows and just chopping a bunch of them down. Because I need to get charcoal pit going. For the smallest charcoal pit, I need 5 full stacks of logs, and it takes a while to do that with elms. I could swear I'd already kind of harvested all the stones out of here, and I've heard it said that they kind of spawn slowly over time, and maybe it's true. I seem to see stuff where I thought I had already cleared, and it's possible I missed it, but we didn't get saplings that time. Dang it. Why are you holding out on me? Let's do it over here. Do it over here. Do it there. And let's get up here. Oh, come on. Just a little out of my height range, or what? There we go. That was wasting a lot of time. Oh, yeah. On the cow situation. Let's plant willows first. Willow, it's getting dark too. I have not come back to the cows after fixing the problem with them through creative mode. I haven't come back to them to breed the one breeding pair that exists and kill off the others. So there's 3 males and 1 female. I think that might be a male, but it's getting dark on me. We will fire some stuff tonight in the clay pit or pit kiln. Oh, still got some of these. Oops. Alright, pop that down there. We'll pop this one here. Pop this one over there and over there. The problem with planting the willows right next door to your doorway is you can find yourself coming out in the morning and being attacked by skeletons and zombies that were hiding in the shade of the trees. And willows have a lot of shade, so there could be a lot of them instead of just onesies. Although, with spawn protection, it's less likely to get animals spawning in your area unless you go out a trek and just get back from the trek. Alright, nighttime has approached. Hang that back up. Definitely want to go get willows at some point. We got, we'll keep that much on hand. I like to keep a healthy amount with me at all times, but not a full stack, so there's room for adding to it without creating a second stack. And we did get some elm saplings. I showed you that sycamore. I'm not worried about getting the sycamore yet because I'm not doing anything decorative, and I like that wood for the decorative purpose. Oh, I need one of those. We need a chisel to be made. We got 2 things to fire there, and I have another thing that will need to be fired as well. Oops. And so that'll make 1 full pit. And I have 4 ingot molds. So I can make ingot, liquid metal in the ingot molds and keep it. And I have 1 mold to fill, so I'm going to make a total of 5 ingots. Crafting interface, clay, 1 dollop on the end of a stick makes a clay spindle, and this also needs to be fired. You're fired. Oh, sorry, wrong show. And we'll get this started and probably call it an end to the episode here. I don't feel like this was as productive, except that for the fact that we've got wool. Oops, what am I doing? All right, what tools do I need to make? Oh, I'll make knives. I'm gonna always be using straw, which means I'm always gonna be using knives. So, where's my 5th? Oh yeah, duh. There's my 4th thing, not 5th thing. Straw. All right. We fill it up. It takes 15, and we place a log pile and fill it up. Oh, this is gonna be one of those where I use the whole. Something's not. Oh yeah, I forgot. All right. This cannot be there because that changes that block to something else, and it's not. It changes the use of this. Come on. There we go. I think it's just random, but I can't help thinking, oh, I just need to center it on it better. Alright. Time is the witching hour. I'm going to call it quits there for this episode, so that you don't have to stand here and watch me flip back and forth between torches. Like if you liked this episode. Hit the dislike if you did not, but please comment to let me know why and what could be improved. And subscribe if you are so inclined. And I will catch you all later. Take care.